Hi guys, so I am in our newly finished property. It was completed yesterday, and before it goes out to the market at the end of the week, I thought I'd give you guys a little tour and show you exactly what we've done. Okay, so this is the kitchen. Now, as you can see, it is a galley kitchen, and when we come to design the kitchen, we wanted to make sure that as much light, whether it was artificial or natural, was coming into the kitchen. So galley kitchens are notorious for being very small, very narrow, very dark and dingy. So in order to maximise the amount of light coming in, other than to make more windows or to do anything structurally, we added spotlights instead of one single light, which meant that light was just spread out more evenly throughout the kitchen. And included with that, we decided on a high gloss finish on the cupboards. This meant that light was reflected. So as you can see, the little spotlights are reflected in the cupboard doors in the top left corner. And this meant that when the artificial light hit it, or when the natural light coming from the window or the front door came in, it just meant that all of the light was maximised to its fullest potential. So as you can see, we included an eye level oven instead of a normal standard oven. So this meant that people weren't bending over and taking things in and out of the oven, taking up more space than necessary. Especially in a galley kitchen, you want to make sure that space that is there is maximised to its fullest potential. So that eye level oven just makes sure that space isn't taken up with unnecessary things. So as you can see, the flooring from the kitchen runs throughout the living room and into both corridors that branch out onto bedrooms. Now again, the walls are white. This just means that it's a blank canvas for anybody who's coming into the property, anybody who's buying it. They can say exactly how they want to design it, how they want to structure their furniture, what sort of colour themes they want to go with. It just means that they can put their own personal stamp onto the property instead of us putting ours on and then selling it and then them having to do the work and repaint. It just means that it's already one step ahead. They just have to come in, pick the paint that they want, put the furniture where they want to, and they're good to go. So that fireplace there that you can see in the middle, that is the original fireplace. And before, it was a wooden effect fireplace. So we just got the team to paint the fire and match it in with the rest of the theme of the house. Just means that we could use the original fire instead of going out and getting a new one, use what we had, and made sure that it was a feature within the living room. This is also a good way, instead of doing a feature wall, if you get a nice fire or if there's one already there that you can repair, this just means that instead of doing the feature wall and taking up that space with a colour, you could use the fire and let everybody see it as it is. So, moving on. Now this corridor in front of me, this leads to the back of the house and to the garden. Now, to both my right and my left are 2 bedrooms, exactly the same in size and shape, exactly the same with colour combinations, the white walls, the grey carpet, big bright windows. So what we did with the garden is, when we bought the house, it was a hard landscape. It was an older woman who lived here, so for ease, she had had it taken up and she had had gravel laid just for extra ease for herself. She didn't have anybody else to help her, so that's what she had. So when we came in, we decided that that was going to be something that we tackled. We wanted to make it more fresh, more homely, somewhere where you could spend and enjoy your time in the summer. I know there's no weather for that now, but it's something to look forward to when it comes to summertime. So the gravel that you see, the dark brown gravel, is the original gravel. What we did was we just raked it out and we added an artificial turf to the left hand side, and cleaned down in all of the patio, added more gravel with the purple slate, as you can see, just going around the patio there. The planters that were there, we just painted them up, added extra bit of gravel, and we added the plant pots and the bench at the back. It just meant that you had extra seating, somewhere where you could sit when it's nice on the morning, when the sun's hitting it, enjoy your breakfast, or you could come down just to the front of the video where you can see the little breakfast table. You could sit there and enjoy some time in the garden. Now the fence, I don't know whether you can see from here, it was lower, so we did add 6-foot panels to it just for that little bit of extra security and privacy. Again, the gate in the middle there, that has got a bolt on. It's only accessible from this side, so anybody walking on the other side of the fence can't get in. There's no handle, nothing, they can't reach the bolt. Just again, a little bit of extra security and privacy for anybody who's living here. So all of the fence has been repainted, and the hedge, all of the hedge is exactly the same, it's just been cut back and trimmed. So outside we do have the security lights and electrical point. So again, into this other bedroom here, again exactly the same, white with grey carpet. Again, a lovely view of the garden just from this angle. So as you can see here, this door here, it is just a plain wooden door with a UPVC trim and glass in the middle. It's also the same as the one leading from the kitchen to the living room and from the hallway to the living room as well. All 3 doors are exactly the same. It just meant that it let in more light, again with that airy light feeling, making sure there was as much light coming in at all of the rooms as possible. And the other doors are just a standard wood door. So this is the bathroom. All has been cladded, including the ceiling. Again, we added spotlights instead of one source of light, just means that it's more sparsely decorated with light. So a light flooring and dark walls. So originally when we bought the property, the shower was in the corner where you see the sink, and it was extended over the window, so you could actually see out of the window when you were in the shower, and you could see the outline of someone in the shower from the outside. It was very badly designed and the layout just didn't work. It made it feel very small and very, very compacted. So we've left the toilet in exactly the same position as it was. All we've done is added a combi unit and taken the shower out. Just redesigned it with a new layout and included a bath and a shower where the sink was originally. So we always like to put in both a bath and a shower, because I know some people do prefer baths over showers, some people prefer showers over baths. A lot of people, if they have young kids, prefer the bath. A lot of older generation prefer the shower because of mobility issues, just ease. But I do know that sometimes it is a talking point when selling a property that if it doesn't have a bath, that it might be something that the buyers want to put in, and because you've designed the room differently, it might not fit. So we always end up putting in both a bath and a shower. It just means that people can have the choice, and there's no sort of arguments over, you know, where they're going to put baths, changing the layout of anything. It just means that people can move straight into their property and that's it. They don't have to do anything else. So again, this hallway just leads to the 3rd bedroom, and again just plain white walls with the grey carpet. Now the boiler is housed in that little cupboard there, just boxed off. It was like that previously, but again just a blank canvas for anybody coming in. At the front of the property there is off-street parking. Now the curb has not been dropped, but there is a slight ramp that has been added to the driveway. All of the original paving stones, all the team did was just clean it up and repoint it. And again, there's another electrical point on the front there, including a tap. So if you're washing your car or cleaning it out, you don't have to trail any wires throughout the house. And a little bin storage on the far side there. It does have a new roof as well, but obviously you can't say that in this video. And extra insulation has been added. So that is our latest property. So that's everything. So I've given you a little tour. So this will be on the market at the end of the week, and hopefully it'll be gone very, very quickly, and we'll be moving on to our next. Thanks for joining us, guys.